I'm going to show you guys how to get onto our Canvas website today and how to use Canvas. Let's get started. First of all, I would like you guys to go to Google. Once you are on Google, please type in NC EdCloud. When you are here, you are going to click on the first link. The first link says NC EdCloud. I am already logged in, but you guys will see a screen that looks like this. So remember, it's your username. It's just that long number. So for example, Miss Hebb says 412-686-731. So it's that long number. It should be on your Chromebook. It should be the number you've been using to log in. All right, once you get into your NC EdCloud, you are going to find the tab or the icon that says Canvas. It is a red bullseye. I could even put a heart on it so that I remember that that's where Canvas is. Go ahead and click on that. So my screen looks a little different right now than yours. I just want you guys to go, here, I'll change it. This is what your screen will look like. I want you to go over to the side and you're going to find courses. And you guys will have a couple different courses here. So you might have Miss Mole's class, you're going to have my class, and you might have science and social studies. But right now, this is going to be a tutorial on the 4th grade math Canvas page. So go ahead and click on that. And it should bring you to a page that looks like this. Mine is purple because I am in student mode. Obviously, you guys are the students, so yours will be just normal looking. Anyways, let's get started. All right, so it says, online learning starts here. Thank you to those who have accessed and completed assignments on Google Classroom. That was a great start. It is my mission to make this Canvas page as similar to in-class learning as possible. Below, there is a help icon if you need any questions. Get started by clicking the Learn light bulb, and then you will scroll to today's date. Under there will be something called a page. That page will have all the instructions you need for that day. Let's talk about these other 3 buttons. So this is the Learn button. It takes you to modules. Did you see that? It lit up, it said modules. Yep, it takes you to the different modules. A module, think of a module as a box that has things inside of it, okay? Help, this is support for you. We'll go over that in a second. And then for your parents, this is where your parents can go to get some links and some other resources. Okay, so let's talk about the daily schedule. I know some of us, me included, have been sleeping in, staying up late, and not really productive during the day. Well, we want to change that right now for 4th quarter. So we gave you a schedule that's super easy to follow, and if you follow this, it will seem like a normal day at school. 8 a.m. to 8:15. Wake up and have breakfast. 8:15 to 8:30. This is really important. You guys are going to read the announcements in reading and math. You find the announcements at the top. They're in 2 places. Over on the side over there, it says announcements, and over there, it says to do. And it's got a megaphone. The megaphone is the announcement. So when you click on announcements, I have 2 announcements right now. One of them is a welcome letter, and the other one is talking about office hours, which we'll talk about in a second. Whenever you want to get back to the home page, just hit home. Okay? So, morning routine. Stay connected. Make sure you read the announcements for Miss Mole's class and Miss Hebb's class. Then check in. How are you feeling today? Get on to chat. Chat's on the side over there, and we will be talking as a class every morning. There might be days where we do Google Meetups or Zoom meetings, or I'll ask a question of the day. That way we can all have our morning circle in the Canvas page. All right. First up is math, 8:30 to 9:45. If you notice, that's not a huge window. So I want you guys to give me 10. So hold up both of your hands right now. Give me 10. You have 5 things for the lesson, and you have 5 things to practice on your own. So I made it really easy for you guys. In a way you can even remember this. I'll show you that in a second. So basically what you'll be doing each day is copying down your anchor chart, watching your YouTube video, Google Slides, teacher anchor chart, complete the Google form. That's the first 5. The next 5 are Freckle, Ingenuity, eSpark, Envisions, and Flipgrid. So it's a really easy way to remember all that, and I'll go in detail in just a second. 9:45 to 10 is break. Take a break. Go on your game system. Go outside and have a little bit of fresh air. Have a snack. Use the restroom. Anything that you guys need to do for that 15 minutes, it's yours. Next up is literacy. Literacy is from 10 to 11:45. You will have to access Miss Mole's literacy class under courses. Once you find her literacy class, the instructions are to complete the Canvas assignment for that day. 11:45 to 1:30 is lunchtime. So remember, Hidden Valley is serving lunch if you do not have anything at home to eat. So take advantage of that. That's a really great option. After lunch is extracurricular time. So this is pretty cool because this is a time where you guys get to pick and choose what you work on. So if you go see one of the teacher assistants, if you see Miss Vivica, Miss Howell, Miss Locke, or Miss Winchester, then make sure you are logging onto their pages on Google Classroom, and they should have sent you an invitation and working on your work for them, because that's really important that you keep up that work. Special areas. In just a second, we will click that link right here to see all the information about the special areas. You guys get to pick what special you go to. Science, each week there will be one science lesson. So if you do it on Monday, you're done for the whole week, which is pretty cool. So you would click on this link to find out about science, and I'll show you that in a second. Social studies will be on Miss Moll's page, and then if you see Mr. Hogan, Miss Barnhart, or Miss Bettler, this is also a really good time to work on the work that they've assigned to you. Because remember, 1:30 to 3:30 is an hour and a half, so you could pick MTSS and your science lesson, or you could do PE and Mrs. Barnhart's lesson. So there's just try to get a couple things done in that time and use your time wisely. 3:15 or 3 o'clock to 3:15 is dismissal and checkout. So we will be doing a reflection every day on Flipgrid. I would love for you guys to get on and show off the anchor chart you did, tell a joke, ask a question, say hello to your friends, any of those type of things. Talk about how the day felt. Are you tired today? Are you happy today? Because I think a lot of us, we kind of need to talk about how we feel right now, since it's such a different kind of funky time. And then have a good day. See you tomorrow. All right, you guys. So let's take a little bit deeper look at these buttons up top here. So when you go to learn, click on learn, and it takes you to the modules. So here you'll see the first thing that pops up is your weekly science lesson. Don't do that first. Remember, that's in the afternoon. That's just going to be at the top there so it doesn't get lost in all the lessons. You're going to scroll down until you find today's date. Today is April 2nd, 2020, and today is shape attributes. So I'm going to click on the page. Okay, it's going to get pulled up right here. So here is all your work for today. First thing you're going to do is, what should I do for the day? And you are going to do the 5 daily lesson, the daily 5 lesson, and the daily 5 practice. So it might really help you guys to actually go ahead and draw out your hands. I just put my hand on the page and traced it, and then I did it again in blue. And I went ahead and I wrote each of the steps on my finger, and I'm going to hang this up. See, I'm going to take some tape, and I'm going to hang it up right here so I don't forget. Okay? Awesome. So number 1, anchor chart. So you'll see that the anchor chart is right embedded onto this slide. Copy this anchor chart onto a piece of paper below before you begin your lesson. Make it fun and add colors. Don't take too long on this, but this is an important part to be successful in the lesson. Number 2, you are going to watch a YouTube video that gives you a little bit of a refresher. Number 3, you are going to be viewing the Google Slides. So this is a really fun opportunity where you guys can actually become the teacher, and you guys can show these slides to your family and see if they can help you answer the questions, or see if you can answer the questions for them. So this is a really good time that you guys can review the information. Step 4 is the teacher video. Remember, the teacher always uses, and during the teacher video, the teacher always uses the anchor chart and goes over the exit ticket. So make sure you have both of those pulled up. Make sure you have your anchor chart ready and your exit ticket pulled up on your screen as well. Last step is kind of the independent practice, or the quiz. That is when you are going to take the Google form, and please take this seriously because that's the data we're collecting. All right, so as you can see, there was 5 red things to do. There was 5 red tasks, and that's your whole lesson for the day. Now think of the blue as your small group, or your must-do, may-do. Freckle, click on the pig, and it will take you to Freckle. Edgenuity, click on the link, and it will take you to NC Cloud, where you log in through Clever. eSpark, we've got a new eSpark program in Hidden Valley, so please click on that, log on through Google, and you guys will find assignments. And then remember, you always have your Envisions workbook that you can work on. Number 5 is Flipgrid, so just go ahead and do that that's kind of part of your day already. Go ahead and get on there and do your Flipgrid for that topic. All right, so that's all you have to do. When you're done and you come out of here, what I would do is I would go back home. Okay, I'm done with math. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to go to literacy. Then from there, I'm going to take my lunch. And then in the afternoon, I want to do, you know what? I want to go to Miss Neville and I want to do art with Miss Neville. So I'm going to click here. I'm going to scroll down and it says 1:30 to 3 o'clock every day. You can pick the specials you want to go to. Okay, so I see Miss Neville and Miss Gurley's Google Classroom is 73SAHUT. So I'm going to go onto my Google Classroom and make sure I'm enrolled in their class, and I'm going to do some art. Okay, so let's go back up to home. I'm going to scroll down to science. So I'm going to do the science lesson for this week. Okay, so here is my assignment. I'm going to click on classifying rocks. This sounds fun. Okay, classifying rocks. With the lab group, you will be classifying whether your 3 different rocks are sedimentary, igneous, or metamorphic. So this is where you guys will watch a video and then you will fill in the blanks. And you even have a chart and some other information right down here. And you have a rubric, okay? So remember, this is a lot of information, but this is one assignment for the entire week. Okay. So let's go back home. So now I've had my breakfast, I checked in, I read the announcements, I copied all my math stuff down, I did the 5 lesson and the 5 small group, I took my break, I went to literacy, I did all Miss Moles, I did my lunchtime, I've done PE, and then I see Mr. Hogan. So I'm going to go and I'm going to finish my Mr. Hogan assignment that he has assigned to me. Then I'm going to go to Flipgrid. I'm going to click on Flipgrid right here. And I'm going to log in with Google, and that is where we are going to do our little end of the day show and tell. All right. So back up to the top. You guys have just looked at the entire Learn section. Let's go to Help because I wanted some help. Sorry, one second. Yours should take you right there. Okay. So here you have all my contact information, and you have the school telephone, the school website, and all the additional information that you need. And then it breaks down exactly what to do. Again, the daily 5 for the lesson and the daily 5 for the practice. And then it says Miss Hebb's talking time. What's Miss Hebb's talking time? It's my office hours. So it's the hours that I'm going to be in my office, which happens to be my bedroom right now. But think about it like that. So it is the hours that I'm going to be here, ready to talk, ready to chat, phone call, Zoom, Google Hangout, and they will be a little bit different each day because I wanted to give you guys, if maybe you are more available in the afternoon, maybe you have a question in the morning. So on Mondays from 3 to 5, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays from 1:30 to 3:30, and then Fridays in the morning. So I would love to hear from you, and that's a way you guys can use the number at the top right here, or over on the side you can use the chat. I'll show you where the chat is. You're going to click on chat. And this is me. Hi guys, this is Miss Hebb. How are you today? So you guys can just come down here and I'm a sample student. Let's say I'm Carlos. Don't worry about typing your name. I will already know. Say, hi, Miss Hebb. I have a question about the science lesson. And that will pop up right there. Okay. Let's go home. Let's go to parents. So right here, it is telling your parents that if you are having a hard time at home following the schedule, because it can be a lot, and I know so many of you at home have a lot of other responsibilities, these are the sites, Freckle, Edgenuity, eSparks, Envisions, ABC, and Prodigy. If you guys are on those and at least watching the teacher videos, you're going to be getting the skills and the practice needed to come back in May ready to go and not really missing out on too much. So just keep that in mind if you are overwhelmed. There's always these websites are designed to help you, and if you're using them appropriately, and correctly and doing your best work, I will be able to see on my end that you spent, 3 hours this week on Edgenuity and you completed 15 lessons. And that's a way I can also say, wow, I really see that John is putting in 100% effort. He is getting so much practice in. Okay, so let's go home. Okay, so remember, announcements can also be found over on the side over there. So welcome letter. This is just, again, explaining to you that daily schedule. And then if you go back to announcements, you can also see, oh, and the little blue dot goes away when you click on it. And then this is Miss Hebb. This is just also talking about the office hours. So some of you are probably wondering about grading. So as you notice, there's not a grade section on the side over there. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking your Google Forms and I'm going to be looking at them, and that is when I will provide you guys with feedback. So if I see that you are checking in with me every day, that you are getting okay scores on your Google Forms, at least making an attempt, right? And if I see that you guys are doing those reflections on Flipgrid so that I can really tell that you are accessing all of the lessons. And then if I hear from, Miss Vivica and Miss Winchester and Miss Howell and then Mr. Hogan and Miss Barnhart, if I hear that they also see you guys on and working with their work, you guys are going to be absolutely fine. If you have friends that have not been on to Google Classroom or who cannot get access to the internet and you know this, please let me know that too, because I am here to help and I want every single one of my students to be on this Canvas page and learning and being together. So thank you guys so much. If you have any questions, again, please use the chat option or you can come right here to help. And I don't know why it's not taking us that help page. And then there's my contact information. Okay. Thank you guys so much.